Right, ladies and gentlemen, can we start?
No, everybody's back yet.
Pardon?
Clive's not back yet.
Judy, could you pop through and just ask them to come through?
Yes, we're going at 7 o'clock. Right, we'll continue. First of all, we'll receive apologies for absence.
In the book, Chair.
Right. To declare any interest of any members in matters to be discussed. There's nothing to exclude the public for.
Chair, can I, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Right, can I... The meeting that's just occurred next door, what was the status of that meeting?
It was to inform us of certain things which I'll come to in a minute, if you'll be
No,
patient.
I'm not asking about what was said. I'm asking what was the status, because you've now started the charity meeting now.
Yes, of course we have.
Well, we already have it. We must have started the charity meeting before,
Oh, we started, but
because we resolved to exclude
No, we didn't. We moved
the
out and
public.
went out
No,
from
no.
there.
There was a resolution to exclude the
Right,
public.
okay.
So why are we going back over the beginning again?
Right, we'll move on to, we've done number 4, we've discussed it in the back. Number 5, what happened was, they brought all the facts and the figures and the plans for us to be aware of the fact that, of what they're trying to achieve. And what we've said is that we've got to agree in principle that we approve that they go ahead, but we can't do anything financially until they've actually made the bid and come back with figures, and then we'll know what we've got to budget for. So really, from this stage, there's nothing left for us to do other than say, yes, you can use that bit of land. Yes, Stuart?
Right. You've just mentioned there something about when they come back to us with certain things, we will then know what we've got to budget for. Is that correct?
When they've got to know that, we don't know what it might cost us yet, Stuart.
Right. Because
Until they've been and asked for the money.
Right. The reason I'm asking the question is because the original idea of Miles's community group was that it was to have a community organisation that would deal with everything.
This is what they're doing, yeah.
Let me finish. And the idea would be is that all the funding would come from the community group and it wouldn't cost the council anything. What you're implying to me now is that the council are going to be asked to fork out some money. Is that correct?
Chair, may I help? Helpful. The skate park group are going to put forward the bid for the total cost of the capital bills and the provision of the power supply will go into capital bills. Somebody better weigh that if I get this wrong. The question is the on cost of the electricity for the lighting, which the group will be looking to the parish council to fund. They've done some fairly specific calculations and they've calculated at the high end of what the cost might be. So potentially they could be looking to the parish council in the future to pay £109 per month for £1,318 per year over and above what happens now. So those would be the high end costs to the parish council.
Right.
That's more or less
Right. That's
does that clarify the
That's
situation
more-
for you?
that's more clearer because you was implying that it was going to cost the council.
Well, it will
It's
cost
actually,
us electricity, won't it?
well, just let me finish again. You was implying there was going to be a cost to the council. What's now clearer is there will be no cost to the council until after the project has been
When
finished.
it's been, that's why I was
And
saying,
the cost will be
let them
ongoing
put the bid in
maintenance.
first, then we can decide to what degree we're going to support them.
Well, That's why, well, the point's been clarified. I wanted it clarified because it was implying that we were going to have to supply money for it.
Right.
Yes, thanks, Chair. I mean, if that's the case, and we saw a spreadsheet where they've figured out the potential cost of electricity, and of course, I think it's worth making the point that we already do spend money to maintain the skate park with sweeps and different security checks and things. So we're already making that commitment. In terms of the what the charity is being asked to do today, I would move that we do approve that the charity allow the skate park group to go forward to funders to use that area of land for a skate park. I think it's worth also noting that if we do get the funding and we are successful and we do get to that point, an extra £109 circa a month to support that with the lights, I think is very, very good value for money for the council.
Could I second that resolution?
Yeah.
Can I just say, sorry, Councillor Thorne, got his hand up.
Right. I haven't got a problem with the lighting afterwards, that's not good. Right. We're moving now that they can use the skate park.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, they use the area of the tennis club. Right. I would argue that it's very premature at the moment. I suggest that we agree in principle, which means we give our approval for it, because I don't believe as a charity that we can approve, well, we can turn around at this stage now and say, yes, you can have that land, because we've not seen no plans, detailed plans, there's no planning permission. There needs to be a legal document when they do the handover, etc. And I think at the moment, I think this, again, we're too premature in giving you authority for the land. There's no objection to having it, but I think it should be in principle rather than a promise at this stage.
So we're not giving the land away.
No, but it's probably a wrong choice of words. What the proposal is that we make a promise now to give them the land. Or, sorry, we're making a decision now
To use the land.
to use the land. Well, what is that? If you make that decision tonight, that's a legal binding contract.
The proposal is, in principle, we say, yes,
Right,
you can use
that's
our
it.
land.
It
Right.
will be subject to the necessary
subject to-
conditions,
that's,
won't it?
that's the wording I was looking for.
Yeah.
In principle, and I think the word in principle should be put in, because if we agree to let them use the land at a future date, that's a verbal contract.
Just on that point, I mean, I still think that the council and the charity should consider whether the skate park is the right place for it. Because I'm still under the opinion that the skate park is a valuable piece of tarmac which could be used for something else. Because the skate park was brand new and has to dig everything up, we might well put it further down. But also, it's further along past the skate park, it's further away from the bowling green, because there is some friction there between the noise from the skate park and the bowling green.
Can I make an amendment then, Chair, to the proposal, which is the same, except that we insert in principle and that we agree that the piece of land extends from somewhere adjacent to the bowling green to the piece of land at the adjacent to
Wherever it
the
can be fitted in.
Yeah.
Right, I'll second that.
Right.
Can I just ask Miles a question? You know the discussions that you've had with the architect, etc. Does he, if you didn't use that area as the tennis court, does he foresee any problems with using that additional? Does it make it cheaper or more expensive or more unsuitable? I don't know, because we've not had this discussion about the other bit, have we really? We've talked about it all the time on the tennis.
So far, I've said it's far and already, don't go with an architect that says it's built on top of it. I don't think it matters where it is, because you
Right.
have to dig in.
So basically what they're saying, it would be preferable not to put it on top of the tarmac.
Well, it won't make that, this design here is on top of it anyway.
It's not on top of it, so it's so that, well, I mean, you could go either way then, couldn't you? It gives the option, because it might be better to move it down.
The
All things being, because
situation, the tree,
Yeah.
further down. That's the only.
but it gives you a better option if you've got the opportunity of the two, don't it? Rather than restricting it to the one. But if somebody says, well, it's not going to work as well on that, we could do it going the other bit, and then we've got to go back through this process again, saying you can have the other part as well. So I have no objection to enlarging that area as site for you to use. I think it's better. It gives you more options then, doesn't it?
Right.
Could I ask Dominic if you're happy with Judy's amendment?
Yes, very much.
Right, in that
Withdraw
case, can I formally move that the vote be put? I'm not supposed to debate.
Right.
Right.
So can we just read out the
Yeah.
thing again, just for clarity.
So it's agreement in principle, the project should go ahead, and the escape park can be placed on charity land, in brackets, somewhere between Bowling Green and land below the tennis courts.
Okay. All those in favour?
Yeah.
That's passed. Okay, thank you very much.
That's what's called progress.
Yeah. Right, so the next meeting will be on the 8th of April.
Do we have the result of the